Hi guys, this is Christoph, the Law of Attraction Hypnotist, and today I'm going to make a video that I know is going to help a lot of people, especially people who feel like they are stuck, people who feel like they can't manifest money whatever they do, right? Whatever they try, they can't seem to manifest money or can't seem to get out of their situation. These people will have to pay real close attention today. Today I'm going to explain the concept that I call prison of beliefs. Now, before we do that, let's talk a little bit about law of attraction again and how manifestation actually works. Now, I want you to imagine that this is you. You're this person. And this is your reality. Now, how law of attraction basically works is the vibration that you have. Let's show it over here. Vibration that you have is going to reflect out into your reality, into your bubble of reality, and is going to reflect back as manifestations for you. So, whatever you think or believe or feel, you're going to manifest proof of this. Now, I want you to take this extremely literal. The whole idea that people have in the world, that this world that you live in is so real and so solid, is not true. And I can hear some people thinking, they're probably thinking, well, Christoph, I don't know if you're aware, but if like you're sitting at a desk right now, if you knock the desk, it will make sound. It's absolutely real. Well, actually, it's not. Even if you think about your desk that you're sitting on and you look at your desk through a microscope, well, you will see that actually that desk is not connected. All of the particles of that desk is not connected to each other. There's a lot of space in between, right? And also all of that is an interpretation of your eyes and your brains who create this image and this reality where you believe that that's real, right? Now, just to make something clear, I'm not saying that your experience is not real. Your experience is absolutely real. Also, the negative experience where you're manifesting back negative experiences in your reality is absolutely real. Why is that important to acknowledge that? Is because people, when I talk about this concept, well, people say, well, it's actually happening into my reality. So actually the things that I believe are real, right? And I'm telling you, yeah, that's absolutely right. And I'm not doubting that is not real, right? But what I'm telling you is that you can easily change that. The beliefs that you have, the thoughts that you have are changeable. You are not stuck. And you will never be stuck unless you believe you're stuck again, right? So let's go into a little bit more detail about what I mean with the prison of belief, prison of beliefs. Now, let me get the right pen. Okay. So this is you. Let's say that you are stuck and you believe, let me get maybe another color. Let's take purple for fun. And you believe, well, you know what? I can't pay my bills. And yeah, for some reason, whatever I do, I can't make any money. And you know what? This society that I'm living in, it doesn't care about me. And you know what? After COVID and the situation and post all of that stuff, you know what? The government and or the people around us, they just don't have any money, and they are and people are not interested in my business. And maybe I'm not deserving of money because of this and that, whatever it is that you tell yourself, right? And I'm basically poor. And whatever the thing is that you're saying, you get the idea, right? Or I can't get any transformation. I don't have the money to invest to change that. Right? So what you end up in is this prison. This prison of beliefs. And the thing about that, the prison of belief is that you absolutely believe that what you're saying over here is so true. You believe those beliefs. And why do you believe it? Well, it's true. You can't pay your bills. And it's true. People are not paying you. And people that you talk to, they don't have any money to get onto your program or to buy whatever product you have or whatever it is, right? Or maybe you think, well, I can't get any job, you know, because of whatever reason. Could be anything, right? And you believe so badly that all of these things are true. This will skew your world belief and how the world will treat you completely. And I will tell you, as long as you hold on to these beliefs, you are never going to get out of the situation that you're in. And I will repeat this, you will never get out of your situation. Why? Because you have created that prison for yourself. And that is the first key and the first solution to this problem. This prison over here, you have created it. Nobody else. It's not the world around you. It's not your past experiences. Have your past experiences influence these beliefs so you truly believe them? Of course, right? But at the end of the day, you made your assumptions, you made your stories about the world and how you're stuck, and you believe that, right? Or you chose to believe that. Now, if you create this prison of belief, then you can get out of this prison. And you might think to yourself, well, that's impossible. I can't do that. I have tried that so many times. And I know you have tried. And I know you have looked around. And I know you've been on YouTube. And I know you've been learning and all of that kind of stuff. I know that. But what you haven't done is you haven't broken down the prison. Now, how do you break down the prison? I'm going to give you a step-by-step plan. Step 1. You need to become aware of your beliefs. right? So what you need to do is you need to listen to the beliefs that come up in your head, and you need to write them down. You need to take a piece of paper and you need to write down the beliefs that come up in your head. That's step one, right? So write it down. That's incorrect. Give me a second. So you need to write it down. Write down beliefs. Right? Do that. Step two. Step two is you need to realize that these beliefs and these thoughts that you have, beliefs are thoughts, right? Or they are connected to thoughts. These thoughts are not you. It's not because you think something that it's true. It's not because you hear a voice in your head saying things to you that that voice is right. Also, you are not your thoughts. How do you know? You can hear them in your head. If you were your thoughts, you would not be able to hear them. So you are listening to programming that you have. And yeah, programming that you probably don't like because it makes you feel absolutely miserable, right? It makes you feel negative. How do I know? Well, very simple. You have negative beliefs and you want the opposite, right? So, yeah, if you're going to have a desire for the opposite of the beliefs that you have, you're going to feel terrible. It's just the way it is, right? So, you don't even like these thoughts. So, this is a very crucial step. Why is this so crucial? Is because as long as you believe that you are your thoughts, and you as long as you believe the words that that voice is telling you, well, yeah, you're just going to keep on believing that, right? Step 3. No, before we actually talk about step 3, another big tip that I'm going to give you is if you have a hard time doing that, you need to meditate. You need to meditate for minimum 20 to 30 minutes a day. And when I talk about meditation, I'm talking about mindfulness. I'm talking about you need to be in the moment, right? Whether you feel into your hands, whether you're listening to a sound, you need to be in the moment. So you can become aware of these thoughts that come up, and you can come aware also after 30 minutes that all of a sudden you start to feel better because you're not thinking anymore. And all of a sudden you feel, this feels actually great, right? But more importantly, you create more space in between your thoughts and who you are, right? You're basically spirit, you're basically awareness, you're that. You are not your programming. Okay, once you become aware that you are not your thoughts, then you're going to decide, okay, let's make that step 3. You're not going to believe you decide. You decide not to believe the negativity. right? So if these thoughts come into your head, you're just going to hear them, you're going to laugh, and you're going to say, you know what? I'm not believing that anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. Right? But that is not going to be enough. That is the beginning, right? The last step is absolutely crucial. Step 4. What is step 4? Well, step 4 is you going to be critical. You're going to be critical about your negative beliefs. So what are you going to do is you're going to question them. Okay, let me explain. Let's say you say, well, I can't make any money. I can't make any money. Whatever I do, I can't make any money. Right? Now, so we take that belief. So that's that belief. What are you going to do is you're going to question it. And you're going to ask yourself the question, what experiences do I have in the past that prove this belief wrong? Well, chances are that at one moment in time you did manifest money, right? So you write down all of these beliefs, right? You remember the time when you made a sale. Even if it's 10 years ago, I don't care. You remember a time where you were giving some money, whether it's from your parents, whether it's from a friend, whether it's from a job, whether it's you won the lottery, whatever, right? And you acknowledge the fact that actually what you were believing over here is not true. And once you do that, you kind of get rid of that belief to a certain extent. Enough for you to get a more clearer, realistic picture. And by realistic picture, I mean, well, basically the picture that you want, right? Because at the end of the day, you can manifest what you want. There's a parallel universe where you will be stuck and stay stuck as long as you want, right? But that's probably not where you want to be, right? I'm pretty sure you don't want to be there, right? But there's also reality where you can be better. Let's say you're in business and you think to yourself, you know what? And we go to the next one, and you know what? I can't make any sales. So I can't make any sales. Okay, so that's the second one. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to question it, right? You're going to question it, and you're going to write down every time you made a sale. Okay. That's going to start clearing up your mind. I don't have any energy, whatever, or let's say you don't have any energy to do something about it. Well, you remember a time in your life where you did. And you question that, or a moment in time, even if it's just 10 minutes, 20 minutes where you felt a little bit better and more positive about yourself, you can see that at that moment of time you got more energy, right? Well, again, you get rid of the belief, right? Let's say we have, and this is one that I hear so many times, I can't afford to invest because I am not making any money. I am stuck, right? Then you think about all of the times where in the recent past you've spent money on things that actually hasn't moved you forward. But you probably enjoyed, right? So I'm not saying it's a bad buy, right? You probably enjoyed that, and that's good. But you can realize that actually you do have money, right? But you might be not spending it, right? Or you might think to yourself, because some people think, well, you know what, I don't have any, I don't have I can't afford it, right? And then if you look at their, if they look at their bank account, they see, well, I got 40K on my bank account, right? But in somehow the mind um, made them think they have no money, right? Because no money is coming in, so I need to be careful, right? I can't invest, right? Or what if I need that money in 3 years, right? Or in 2 years if I keep on being stuck in this situation, right? How do I know these things? Well, I have done a lot of conversation with a lot of people, right? Ask yourself the question, do you really have no money? Which sometimes is the case, right? Let's say that's the case. Let's say you have €0 $0 on your bank account. Then ask yourself the question, have I in the past been able to get money from places, right? Whether it's you get a job, you work for a day somewhere, maybe you sell something, maybe you get some money from your parents, whatever it is, right? And you think to yourself, well, yeah, actually I could. If I wanted to, I could, right? If you do that, well, guess what? You'll create more space. And when it's time to invest in something, or you have something that you can move towards, and it's for a reasonable price, because you have to understand, if you're really stuck, if you have no money on your bank account, I do not advise you to start spending thousands and thousands, right? Although I've had clients in the past who done that, who were deeply in debt and still spend it and got themselves out of it. But I understand that is for a lot of people too dangerous or feels too dangerous. Don't do that. But there's always options, right? There's always options that are affordable, even if you have no money. There's always kind of a way that you can find money, right? To a certain extent, in small amounts, right? And if you think you don't, well, you know what? Guess what happens? We're back here again. Oh, you found another belief, right? You found another belief. Well, no, I can't. I can't. I can't get that. Well, if that's the case, question it, right? You question that belief. You question that belief, and you give examples from the past where you were able to do that, or where you were able to make change or whatever, right? And slowly but surely, you are going to start to get rid of that prison. Now, the examples of all of the beliefs that come up will be different from person to person, right? Like some people have beliefs like, there's all kinds of stuff that I've heard. Well, I had this traumatic experience and I'm stuck. And that's true, right? In a lot of cases with traumatic experiences, you can be pretty stuck, right? But to believe that you're never going to get out of that is a lie. The belief that there are no therapies that can help you to get out of that is a lie. Also, another great belief that people have is the belief that, well, yeah, I can't be helped. Yeah, if you believe you can't be helped, how do you ever expect to get your stuff resolved? It's not going to happen. As long as you hold on to your limitations, as long as you hold on to your victimhood, you're going to be stuck and you're not going to be able to heal. So you need to be willing to let go of it and to say, you know what? I can heal. You know what? I can get the relationship that I want. You know what? I can be successful in business, even though you absolutely do not believe it at that moment. Right? You're going to say, you know what? I'm going to question that belief. And you're going to start looking for experiences in your life where you were able to get a positive reaction, where you were able to be confident, or whatever the thing is that you feel like you should you feel like what needs to change, right? So once you start clearing up these beliefs, and if you are stuck in this prison of belief, chances are, if you're really stuck, right, you're probably going to have about 10 to 12 to 15 beliefs like that that might just work on each other to keep you in that same stuck place. The reason why I'm laughing is because I know it's all illusionary, right? It's not as bad as you think it is. And I understand you think you're in a bad situation, and I understand that you truly believe that, and you truly believe that you're stuck. You're not stuck. You're absolutely not stuck. You believe that you're stuck. That's a big difference. Is what happens if you then get rid of this prison, all of a sudden you can start to think a little bit more clearly. And you can start to search for ideas, start to think positive, then start to practice these other law of attraction practices. Then start to do your meditations, your gratitude, whatever the thing is that you feel that is the thing that you want in your life, right? Then, the things that you believe that work for you, right? Then start doing that. And once you get rid of, out of that prison, then you can start to create a wonderful new reality for you. You will start to feel more free. You will start to see, like, you know what? The things that I've been saying is just not true. Let's draw this actually with pen. Let's use the yellow. Will you be able to see it? I don't know. Let's take green. You will start to create this reality where you're going to start believing that you can do stuff again. That actually there are possibilities for you to make money, right? You are actually great. You are actually worthy. You know? And you know what's going to happen? You're going to manifest results. You're going to manifest good things. You're going to all of a sudden, let's say you search for a job, well, you're going to find a job. Let's say you Want more money in your business? Well, you might start to get more opportunities, or people will start to contact you again, right? Or you might get a brilliant idea, or you might talk to this person, and that person knows somebody that wants to work with you, or wants to invest in I don't know, in a contract or whatever, or in a deal. And all of a sudden, your reality starts to reflect. Your reality will start to reflect in manifestations back to you that, you know what, you're not stuck. You can manifest the things that you want. You know, it's gonna be great. And then once that starts to happen, then you will remember me. And then you're gonna say, you know what, Christoph was right. This reality around me is actually not real. I actually literally create my own reality. It's not just some words. I have actually influenced my reality. And think about how empowered you're going to feel. Now, I don't know if this video made you feel empowered or not. Maybe you're still negative. Maybe you're still having these negative thoughts and beliefs and stuff like that, and you're not really sure if this is going to work. That's no problem. Just put it in the back of your head and it's going to start working for you. And at one point, you will try it and you will start to use this tool and it will help you. I guarantee it will help you. And that's what I hope for you. That you get out of that stuckness, right? And then you'll be able to manifest money. And then you can keep on growing. And then you can start investing maybe in one of my programs, which would be great, right? Of course. Or maybe in other person's program, or maybe in other things to grow as a person. And that's going to be wonderful. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please comment something below for the algorithm. And yes, share this video with somebody who might need it. And if you want to learn more tips or have some resources to help you get out of the situation that you are in, some hypnotic resources, which are very powerful. I know we're talking about this conscious tool. This conscious tool is also quite powerful, in my opinion, especially if you're really stuck. But if you use hypnotic tools, that's going to be, it's going to be a very different story, right? It's much more powerful than all of the things that I've said over here, right? I have solutions. I have one-to-one programs, but I also have more budget solutions for people who, cannot afford it, cannot afford a one-to-one, right? So don't be afraid to contact me, and I would gladly help you. If you can't or you don't want to, that's also perfectly fine. If that's the case, I hope this video has helped you, and I hope, I hope you manifest a better life for you. So thank you so much for watching this video, and we will talk soon. Goodbye, guys.